Hi, this is Denise Mathew, and today I'm going to make these jump ring pearl earrings with a circle. The cool thing about these earrings is that you have round beads with straight drills, which you normally wouldn't be able to do a wrap briolette, but you can with this method. I've used pearls here, they're about 10 millimeters. You can also use whatever size circle you want. I use a delicate circle, but if you wanted to do a bigger circle, that would make a little bit longer earring and it would make it a little bit bolder, but any kind of circle will work. You can use smaller jump rings if you prefer. I've used 5 millimeter jump rings. If you wanted to use a 3 or 4 millimeter jump ring, that would work perfectly well. It worked out to be about 1.5 inch earring, but again, you can make them shorter or longer according to the size bead you use, because I used a sort of a big pearl. This is a 10 millimeter. So let's get started. So I've already made one, and I'm going to try to make one another earring to match it. So just first thing I'm going to do is just do a curl. And that's going to hold my bead in place. So try and make it as tight as possible if you can. So let's see. So it's about the same size. It's a 10 millimeter pearl. You could use a crystal if you prefer. Whatever you have on hand. Gemstone bead, anything you want. So now that that's on, I'm just going to take my finger and I'm just going to bend it up. So basically that's just going to hold my pearl in place and it become part of the design. You could use a head pin, but it's difficult to find a head pin that's got a really long, unless you're making your own, which would be fine, but you have to have a fair bit of wire. So I have about 3/4 of a foot of wire here. So now I'm just going to take these 5 millimeter jump rings, and I use 5 for the other one, so I'm going to use 5 for this one. I'm just going to slide those right on. So I'm just sliding them right on to that pearl. And once that's done, so it kind of looks like a little bit of a, like it looks like it's wrapped, but it's not. So it looks like a loose wrap. So now that that's done, I'm just going to, what I want to do is I want to make it the same size as this one. So when I make my loop, you're going to make a higher loop, so that in the loop you're going to fill in that space between the jump rings and the loop, so that it looks like it's all one wrap. Just do a 90-degree angle. If you notice, I'm a little bit above, and I'm going to fill all that in. Now just do a loop like that. So now that that loop's done, you're just going to take your jump ring or your circle. Now you could use a bigger circle if you prefer, but this is what I have. A bigger circle, like even like a washer would look really nice like that, or a hammered circle. This is just a twisted circle. So just put that on there so you have it on, and now this is when you're going to grab hold of that circle, and you're just going to start to wrap in. So what you're going to want to do is fill in that space. So where you're going to fill in the space so that it looks like it's all in one unit. So if you see, the jump rings are going to look like a part of they're actually part of the wrap. So as you notice, I'm just starting to wrap down. And again, this is a messy wrap. You don't have to worry about being really neat, because you're just wanting to fill in that space. And as I wrap more, you're going to notice that the jump rings will stop moving as much. Now if you wanted to use a smaller jump ring, like maybe a 3 or 4 millimeter, you could do that, and then you'll have to fill in less, so you'll need less wire. Okay, so just continue on. I'm just going to use my fingers and just start to so it's starting to fill in a little bit. And even if you wrap a little bit around those jump rings, that's okay too, because what happens is it just makes it all one unit, which is what you want it to do. And if it starts to bundle up in a way you don't like it, just kind of give it a shake so that the jump rings fall back down. So this is what I have so far, and I'm almost unwrapping. And then now that I'm pretty much done, I'm just going to take that one wire and go right to the top of the loop again, right to the top, and then just go right around the top, and I'm just going to finish that up. Now if it's too much wire, you can always just trim it. Got a little tail there, just trim that back. And tuck any wires in that are sticking out. But if you notice, it becomes sort of like one unit. So I look against my other earring and they're pretty much the same. And the last thing you just want to do is just open up an ear wire and put it on. And then you would have your pair of earrings. And again, if you want to use a bigger circle, you could. So this concludes the tutorial. I hope you liked it. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. We'll see you next time. Thanks for coming. Bye for now.